What's up, Raider Nation? Welcome to the TRU Raider Podcast. Now, this is the Raiders versus Commanders Week 3 watch party. And I don't know about you guys, but I am really excited for this game because we had an absolutely horrible game against the Chargers. And I just want to be able to wash that taste out of my mouth. We got a follow up in here right away. Deep break with the follow salute. What's good? What's good? How you doing? But like straight up, man, uh Bolt up Luke with the follow salute. Was good. I want to be able to wash that taste out of my mouth and just really see what's coming with this whole new game. Man. I can't even say your name, man. AKA the other white meat with the follow salute, man. Bolt up Luke said, I hope y'all win today, bro. I do too, man. Chargers really handed it to us last week. Uh, the other white meat with the Raiders. What's good, man? We got Gunsmoke, one of the moderators in the building on YouTube. What's good, man? He said, need Genty to get a 30 or longer TD and Paulo to get a pick six. Man, that would be beautiful. That would be beautiful. I cannot argue with that. But yeah, the Chargers really handed it to us last week, man. I'm not going to be just sulking in that any longer. Dang, man, how come my background is reversed over here on YouTube, bro? I got in to StreamYard, man, and everything was like all messed up, dude. I want to see if I can fix that real quick, actually. This is crazy. For some reason, it's mirrored, and I do not know why. Boom. I think I just fixed it. I don't know why they even have that as a setting. That's stupid, man. This guy talking trash on Brock Bowers like he's not injured, bro. He has a knee injury. He's going to be playing, though. And anybody on the Commanders, if you know anything, you guys are giving up the most yards to your tight ends. I mean, to opposing tight ends. The middle of the field for the Commanders. All right. The weak spots on the Commanders team right now is the middle of the field. The tape I was watching, what I saw was that, hold up, I got to give a shout out to Raider Ryan in the building. Another one of the moderators was good, man. All right. So the Commanders defense, what I noticed in the game against the Giants is that Russell Wilson was trying to go to the outside. And what was happening is he was getting a whole lot of pressure up the middle, right? There was a whole lot of rush 4 and sometimes 5. And what was happening is he was trying to go to the outside because he's too short. He can't see over his lineman. And that's where he was getting beat on a consistent basis. Now, if you look at their game against Green Bay, Jordan Love is a tall quarterback, right? He can see over his offensive line. And he could see very clearly that the middle of the field was wide open underneath, right? And so going for these deep passes, I know that the Commanders' corners aren't really playing super, super good right now, but really the big key is going to be not to dink and dunk, but to take advantage of what they give us, right? And so what they're going to be giving us is wide open up the field, right about 10 to 15 yards underneath the safeties, especially if we're sending Dante Thornton Jr. or Trey Tucker on some deep routes. They're going to get the attention of the safeties, and then we'll have Brock Bowers, Michael Mayer, and hopefully we see some Jack Besh going right up the middle. I really think that that's going to be part of the key to tearing apart this defense, right? Because that defensive pass rush is very good. Their run stopping is pretty good. And so we do need to get Ashton Genty more touches this game. A lot of people are saying that what they got out of the pressers with Pete Carroll was that, he doesn't want to overrun him and get him injured early on in the season, right? But the thing is, man, is that the the thing that he also said is that we need to get him more touches, right? And so I have a feeling that Ashton Genty is going to get over, I think it's 16.5 Magic with the follow salute. I think it's like 16.5 or something over or under for Ashton Genty for rushes. And I believe that he's going to go ahead and get the over. Turf Mushroom with the follow. Salute. What's good? Raider ML. So the thing about this Commanders offense right now, they are going to be starting. Hold up, before I go any further, Raider Ryan, 12 personnel will be thriving today because Commanders are worse than us covering the middle of the field, and that is accurate, right? And that is definitely accurate. Now, Fredo with the let's effing go Raiders! I'm telling you guys, I'm hyped. I'm hyped right now. So the Commanders' offense is not going to have Jaden Daniels, and we have limited tape when it comes to Marcus Mariota. Bill, what's good? Good to see you. And so, really, one of the big things is that, man, Marcus Mariota. We have this trend, right, when it comes to backup quarterbacks, and man, you know what? And I had that, and I don't know what I did with it. I thought I had pulled it up, but basically, we've had a whole lot of backup quarterbacks just kind of tear us up over the last couple of years, man. There was the Tyler Bagent. Let me see if I can. I bet you it's in my email. See if I can pull it up real quick. Oh, I guess I don't have it, man. I guess I don't have it pulled up, man. It's all good. It's all good. So what it comes down to is that we gotta not underestimate, the backup quarterback in Marcus Mariota. And yeah, we know Marcus Mariota very well. He was a Raider. He did play under Chip Kelly, but that was a long time ago. A lot has changed. And, Marcus Mariota last year went in for 3 different games. One of them, he only threw 3 passes, but the other 2, he had really good games. He threw about 200 yards, 2 touchdowns in each game. He is going to be gunning to win this game. He is. I'm not taking this lightly. Sergio with the follow, salute. So, Armando Vegas with the follow, salute, man. So I'm not underestimating Marcus Mariota, but if you look at that offensive line, and a lot of people are saying the right tackle and the right guard are their liabilities. And from what I watched, and I didn't watch every single snap of these games because I don't really care too much about other games. I don't. I'm a Raiders fan, not an NFL guy. And what it came down to is it's a right tackle and a left tackle in both games against the Giants and against the Packers. What I saw consistently is that these guys are getting beat. As soon as somebody pulls a good swim or a spin or something, these guys are getting beat. And then once they're getting beat, there's pressure on the quarterback, there's sacks on the quarterback. And that's with Jaden Daniels, right? And Jaden Daniels is out with a knee sprain, and so he's not going to be in this game, which, I'm personally, I like Jaden Daniels a lot. I wanted us to give up the farm to go and get him. We didn't do that. It's all good. AP is a punk, whatever, right? But what I think is going to really happen, man, is that Max Crosby and Malcolm Kuntz are really, really going to have a game where they can eat, and they better go out there and eat, because if they do not, that says a whole lot about these guys. Because, yeah, maybe they're not going to get a ton of sacks. Marcus Mariota can use his legs. I'd like to see them putting Jamal Adams, um, on a whoa, I just lost the term in my brain. Doesn't matter what the term is, man. I want to see Jamal Adams just focused in on Marcus Mariota. Do not let this guy beat you with his legs. Make him beat you with his arm. And I think that puts us in position where we can have a whole lot of success against this offensive line. Vicky, just win, baby. What's good? To Travis with the follow. Hop with the follow. What's good? Aaron Adams is starting. I don't think that Adams is starting. Um, it's like it's a trip, man. They keep doing this thing where Adams is like more of a fill-in kind of player, even though he's like really highly rated by like PFF, right? And I think that there's a reason, like they have some kind of like he's going to have more success being a rotational piece and having specific assignments than he is if he's just an every down linebacker. And I understand that. And we have a good linebacking room. Um, I forgot to pull up the inactives too. I had all kinds of stuff going on before I went live. I was even a little bit late to start. I actually wanted to jump on at 10:30, but it is what it is. All right, let me share a screen over here on YouTube. Sorry, TikTok, I cannot share a screen over there. All right, so the Raiders inactives, week 3. DeCamion Richardson, cornerback, Raheem Mostert, running back, Charles Snowden, defensive edge, tackle Charles Grant, guard Caleb Rogers, defensive tackle J.J. Pegues, and defensive tackle Tonka Hemingway. On the Commanders, their inactives are quarterback Jaden Daniels, defensive edge Preston Smith, linebacker Kane Medrano, guard Brandon Coleman, wide receiver Noah Brown, and tight end John Bates. So I did notice a thing about the Commanders is that their Manti with the follow salute. Yo, no, I'm not showing the game, man. You get banned for that. Christian with the follow. Salute, salute. And honestly, I don't even know where you can watch it today. I got the Sunday ticket. I think I'm making like 4 payments of $55. You know what I'm saying? Like if I want to watch Raider games, like to me, it's worth it. Vicky said, "I'm good. It's a football day. What could be better?" And that is what's up. Raider 7528 says, "This is it." What do you mean this is it? Man, you gotta tell me. Sharky with the follow. Salute, salute. Daniel, yes, JPJ is ready to go. I do believe he's still going to be at right guard. I don't know why they don't see what the rest of us see, is that our offensive line grades are extremely low and we have the exact same players out there. It's a no-brainer. Shuffle them around, put Jordan Meredith at left guard where he had like an 80 rating or something like that. Put JPJ at center where he absolutely balled out when he went in at center. I think it was like 10 weeks in last year, something like that. All of a sudden, our whole offensive line changed and everything started to look better. And then put Dylan Parham at right guard. And if the whole issue is that, oh, well, we want to move Dylan Parham to left guard because 2 years ago he played better at left guard than he did at right guard, then maybe Dylan Parham is the problem. And maybe Dylan Parham either needs to win at right guard or get the F off this line because he is absolutely looking horrible. David Carrillo with the follow salute. Chip said, "Just win, baby." Simon, how many yards Grant rushing for today? Man, I had a hard time because I was putting some over and unders in underdog, right? And I don't know, man. I think it was at like 60. It's like 61 yards or something like that. They had him on, and I couldn't really confidently put money on either one, right? Because there's a good possibility that he goes for under 60 yards because that's what has been happening, right? But then I could also see a world where they give him 20 touches, 25 touches, and all of a sudden he's rushing for over 100 yards. It could be either, man. So I have a hard time really, really predicting what that's going to look like. Stephanie, what's up? Raiders, let's get them, win that Super Bowl game. You said that last week too, huh? What's up? Yo, that's crazy. Gunsmoke. When you use those emojis, the ones that are from the channel, I don't know when I share screen on it right here, if it shows up, bro, but for me, it doesn't even show them on StreamYard. It's crazy. No sound. What do you mean 7528? Gunsmoke, tell me, is there sound right now? Gunsmoke said his bold prediction is Genty 125 yards. What's up, Dom? Glad you made it back. Yeah, so on TikTok, there's going to be sound because it's operating off of my phone, but then YouTube's going off of my computer. Okay, Gunsmoke said everything sounds good over here. So I don't know. That's going to be on you, 7528. Sure Mitty with the Raiders. What's up over here on Twitch? Glad you found us, man. Okay, Vicky said we got sound over there on Facebook. All right, all right. Aaron said these D linemen are great run stuffers, and our O line isn't that good. I'm worried about their D line versus our O line. Caveman says 27-10 Raiders. Yeah, that's what's up. I'm actually looking at more like a 27-20, but I do believe that the Raiders are going to come on top today. We absolutely need to at this point, man. I had us when I did the predictions early on. I had us starting the season 2-1, and I had a hard time, kind of telling which game that we were going to take because the Chargers were a huge question mark. Huge question mark. Gunsmoke said, "Let's go Raiders." Oh yeah. Hold up. Yeah, Shamidi, we never have a good O line though, and Gino, I wouldn't say he's a franchise QB. I say he's a QB that can come in and get it done, and I do believe that you know Raider with the heart knee. Thank you. Um, I do believe that one of the big problems with last game was our O line just looked like crap. You know what I'm saying? Rick M with the follow. Salute, salute. Hold up, I'm missing some stuff over here. And with the follow. Salute. What's up? Let's see. Raider, thank you for joining the fan club. Carly with the follow. Salute, salute. Dallas with the follow. What's up? Lucky I am not showing the game. Okay, you got sound now, 7528. That's what's up. Andres, I'm using Sunday ticket. For me, it's worth I think it's like 4 payments of $55 or something like that. 72 degrees, 7-mile-an-hour winds, and it's cloudy. Maybe you'll be at the Colts game. That's what's up. Hey, Glenn here, Commanders fan. That's fine. You're welcome here as long as you keep it respectful. See, Shermity said, honestly, Aiden O'Connell would have been nasty this year if we just gave him time. Uh, honestly, Shermity, I got to disagree. I liked Jane Daniels. I wanted us to give him the start last year, but Jane Daniels has played in enough NFL games for us to see who he is. He's very inconsistent. He's very slow. He does not fit with Chip Kelly's offense. Vicky said, I watched that Super Bowl with Washington. Awesome game. And that's what's up. Back when they were the Redskins. All right, Debo Samuel's bringing the kick return back, and they got a huge run. Holy crap. That is a horrible way to start the game. He ran it all the way back inside the Raiders 30. Holy crap. Raider Amp with the follow. King with the follow. Salute, salute. Yeah, Gunsmoke. Our D line is looking pretty good. It's not as good as it would have been with Christian Wilkins, but yeah, our O line is definitely. I'm not happy with our O line at all. And then our cornerback room it's questionable. Questionable. They're showing up better than I thought they would. Holy crap. They are already on our 27-yard line. Yeah, that's a horrible way to start the game. All right, with the handoff from Mariota, and there's a face mask. I bet you they don't call it though. Yeah, they didn't call it. For some reason, I just knew. Lefty with the follow. What's up? Yeah, I don't know what happened there, Gunsmoke. You said it was on Crosby? I missed it, honestly. I was looking at the chat. I missed where he made that first cut. All right, 2nd and 5. Another handoff. They are going to run the ball a lot today. Jeez, he got a big run on that one. Looked like a gain of at least 12 or 15. 1st and goal. I guess they just said that they made some adjustments on their offensive line for this game. Wilson with the follow. Salute. Damn, he slipped through Crosby's hand. Yeah, and Austin Eckler is out for season with the torn Achilles, but I don't know, man. This other running back seems pretty good. I forget his name. Another handoff. And they're going to do that as long as we allow them to. Jamal Adams wrapped him up. 2nd and goal. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Off to a rough start so far. Let's see if our defense can hold them to 3. They swapped out both their guards, their left guard and their right guard. That's crazy. Yeah, Washington showed up to play, but they need to keep it consistent, or else we're gonna take them. Another stuffed run. Looked like he gained about 1 yard. 3rd and goal. They're gonna dink and dunk it. It's kind of wild how much they're running the ball. I remember when people were pounding the table for Mariota to be our starter. All right, 3rd and goal. They're going for a throw. Mariota wide open up the middle. Exactly what I said they needed to not do. I can't believe that they slipped on that. I see if they run the ball, they're eliminating Crosby against the rookie right tackle, which it looks like he's getting beat. He's getting doubled. But why was nobody on assignment on Mariota on that play? They're in the red zone. Angel with the follow. Salute. They're in the red zone. We got Mariota, who, when he was on the Raiders, his only role was to do QB sneaks, right? They do designed runs with Mariota. And nobody was on assignment on him. That's crazy. Yeah. So we got to see a response on the other side. Hold on. Let's get cold up in here. Turn off this AC, man. All right. So that was quick. Um, I mean, comments on this drive. Man. So some of the comments on this drive would have to be around. We did horrible on special teams. Absolutely horrible. We let them get must have been a 70-yard return, just straight out the gate, right? I do like the fact that we're going to get the ball in the second half, but they immediately just ran the ball, 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 and then ran the ball. Like they didn't even throw the ball once. I don't know why they were just thinking that Marcus Mariota is going to make that throw in the red zone. Yeah, AP, they literally let him score a TD. Like they didn't even assign anybody to him at all. No, Santiago quit spamming, bro. I ain't showing the game. Raider 7528 said not surprised. I mean, I'm surprised on how quick that happened. That's for sure. But at no point is this, even with Jaden Daniels out, some kind of gimme game. Santiago, if I show the game, they take my channel down. That's why. I'm not trying to do that. Just 3 minute quick. Ryan, I'm watching it on Sunday Ticket. I'm not sure where you're at or what they're showing. I know that for most of the country, they're not even showing it. There's parts of California and Nevada that are showing the game, and I think that's about it. Said that drive was pure luck. Yeah, that was a quick TD. They came in with, I mean, a huge advantage because of Deebo Samuel bringing the kick return 70 yards. They ran the ball well, and we made a huge mistake by not putting somebody on Mariota. That's it. Okay, there's a flag because the kickoff went out of bounds. That puts us at the 40. Is that what he said? All right, let's see if this offense actually shows up today. Um, they're going to be putting pressure on Gino. They saw that worked well last week, but their secondary hasn't been playing extremely great. You know, they really haven't. Most of them are have poor ratings, and it looks like they're actually filling up the middle of the field. Oh, wide open to Jacoby Myers, deep pass. All the way to the 15 of Washington side of the field. J, JR with the follow. That was a beautiful play design. How many yards did he get on that? It was like a 45-yard reception. Ashton Genty looked like he rushed for about 3 yards. Pepper with the follow salute. Eric Conrad with the Raiders. What's good, man? Good to see you. Glad you made it. Second and 9. He only had a 1 yard gain on that. Okay. Ashton Genty again, wrapped up at the line of scrimmage again. Ashton Genty has more yards after contact than he does rushing yards. It's crazy. OG with the follow salute. How can I watch it? I don't, honestly, I don't have any tips and tricks for today. Today it's Sunday Ticket for me. They'll let you make payments on it. For me, it's worth it. And that's it. I only watch Raider games. I still think it's worth it. Third and 9. Zamir White's in. Big pressure. Floated to Brock Bowers, but it's deflected. There was a lot of pressure on Geno Smith on that one. Marie cannot show the game. It is something that'll get my channel taken down. OG. YouTube, yeah, you can get the Sunday Ticket without getting the YouTube TV. That's what discourages a lot of people from getting it, is they think that they have to pay for the YouTube TV and the Sunday Ticket, but it's not accurate. You can just pay for the Sunday Ticket. Block with the follow. Salute. Should have passed on second down. Yeah, I mean, they want to get this rushing game going. There's a whistle. I think they're calling false start. delay a game. J Rose Sunday ticket is only for Sunday games. Yeah, that is accurate. So it does not cover any of the um, games that are on like Mondays or Thursdays, and it also doesn't cover like usually primetime games, right? Because usually those are being shown, or if the game is being shown in your area, it also doesn't cover that. Darth Raider with the share, thank you. All right, 37-yard field goal attempt. Daniel Carlson, straight up the middle, no problems. Kick is good. 3-7. So that was a great passing play to Jacoby Myers. Uh, CNG, it's like 280, right? It was something like that. Vegas carnivore to follow. Salute. So like the first time you sign up for it, it's cheaper, and then like the second time, it's more expensive for whatever reason. I mean, to be straight with you, I used my wife's email this time and or her YouTube, and then got it for the cheaper rate. Pero, I cannot show the game, man. Cannot show the game. Actually, you're over there on Twitch. If you look up Carlos Luna, it's just Carlos Luna. You might find something over there. Alex said, once again, we stuck in the red zone. That is absolutely accurate. Um, oh, Gunsmoke, you missed the kick. So we're going to get the ball at the half. But yeah, I mean, so we drop a great play to Jacoby Myers, looked like a 45-yard reception, something like that. And then we just, I don't know, man, we tried to run it twice to Genty and failed. And then took a shot to Brock Bowers in the end zone. He did not win that. It was a 50-50 ball, and it didn't get picked. So we're not repeating last week, right? See if I can pull. Yeah, so it was 45-yard reception. And already Genty has 2 carries for 1 yard. See, our offensive line just absolutely is not, they're just not getting it done, man. They are not. There we go. That's what I was looking for. All right. Marie, I already said it, but I don't show the game because they'll take down the channel. I'm not trying to do that. Apostle with the follow. Salute, salute. All right. 3-7. We're kicking the Commanders the ball again. We need to not let them return it on us again. All right. Stopped at the 29. He was the number 2 overall pick. That's crazy. Gunsmoke said, let go defense. All right, let's see if our defense can stop the run this time. Marcus Mariota is going to have to throw it a bit. Going for the run again. Looks like Booker and Adams. About a gain of 2 yards, I'd say. All right. All right, it's 3-7. Second down, 2nd and 6. Pass up the middle, and it's completed. First down, Commanders. The scary Terry. And I wouldn't even doubt Mariota's ability to throw the ball, but they are going to throw the ball less of him. Snap directly to Deebo Samuel. Looked like he picked up about 8 yards. They're really, really, really pulling out the plays on this one, man. Do you think Cliff Kingsbury is salty? Exactly, Gunsmoke. Defense needs to get up off the field. 2nd and 1. I guess that was a gain of 9. Handoff again. Oh, Mariota kept it. I fell for it. Oh, fumble! What happened? Oh, Raiders have the ball. Caillou Blue Kelly has the ball. Let's go. You ain't no running back, Mariota. No, this is Patrick. Let's go. Fumble. There was a second there where I thought we weren't going to get it. It bounced off of Eric Stokes right there. Commanders almost got it. Caillou Blue Kelly with a quick scoop and run. He didn't get anywhere, but he scooped it. We needed that, bro. We needed that. CNG didn't want to be a spoiler. Hey, I appreciate it, bro. I don't know why you're ahead if you would think Sunday Ticket would be like, I don't know, man. That's crazy. I would think that it would be the first one out there, but what are you watching it on? Like, is it showing in your area? Is that what's going on? 'Cause that could be it. Okay, so takeaways from that run. Okay, it's showing in your area. That's what. All right, all right. Um, so the Commanders are definitely being able to run the ball on us, and it looks to me like their whole philosophy for this first half is going to be run the ball as much as possible, and then they're going to be able to open up the passing game because we're going to be overly concerned about the running game. Zeth, when I did that with the fire stick, man, it really I didn't have great success. I don't know, it was weird, man. Maybe I just have Andres said Raiders football. Let's go, man. Gunsmoke said I'm on YouTube and finally not a full minute ahead of you. Man, that's crazy, bro. That is crazy. Damn, a full minute? Is that what you usually are? Like last year? Yeah, it tends to trip me out how much the stream can be different. You know, it's like somebody else is watching a game that's like 5 minutes behind. You're like placing bets with them. Unnamed user follow salute. Gunsmoke said I don't have to worry about spoilers. Clay Blue Kelly, man, this guy's really showing up. I'm happy about that. Geno Smith kept the ball. Should have given it to Ashton Genty because he had a wide open lane. Armstrong with the sack. DJ Glaze just got beat on that one. Absolutely got beat. Loss of 3. 2nd and 13. Ashton Genty with the run, gain of 2. See, they should have ran it on that first play. That's crazy. So that's going to put us on 3rd and 11. Life is a dream. Yeah, Raiders are not using Genty correctly. That is correct. 3-1-3. Genty is becoming Mr. 2 yards. And that's sad, bro, because I don't really put it on Genty. Gunsmoke 71 is DJ Glaze. Zamir White's in. They're really not trusting the pass blocking from Genty. All right, down to Brock Bowers, but it's not going to get us the first down. Looked like a gain of 5. What's up, Charles? How you doing? You see you, Chuck? 4th and 6. Gunsmoke. I am also questioning the play calling that we have right now. Chip Kelly is a better OC than this, so I don't know. He's the highest paid OC. He's making some questionable decisions. 3-1-3 with the follow. Salute. Raiders punting the ball. Deep ball. Landed at the 16. Push out of bounds at the 25. The fumble recovery was a waste. At least we kept them from scoring, man. We got that. Yeah, Andres, our O line is awful. And people kept asking me before the season started, they kept asking me about how I felt about the O line. And I kept saying, like, I absolutely have confidence in this offensive line. At the beginning of the year last year, Colton Miller was coming back from that surgery. And so he was, weak at the beginning of the year. And then Andre James was an awful center. So since he was getting beat so much, it was really making it to where our guards were struggling. And now we have Meredith at center instead of JPJ, because when JPJ came in at center, all of a sudden he was actually being able to make both guards play better. And then Colton Miller was healthy in the second half of the season. It's like, why would you move away from that? I just the communication thing. I don't know, man. If you can't run the ball, then what good does communication? Omar, what app do you use to watch the game? I have Sunday Ticket on YouTube. Man. CNG, honestly, I would have went with an offensive tackle over a running back. But it is what it is. I mean, yeah, I like Genty a lot, man. I was really wanting us to get Travion Henderson in the second round, but we picked up Genty, and we should have done some things during free agency to go out there and beef up this offensive line. Yeah, Andres. Yeah, I mean Jordan Meredith is getting beat, and so since he's getting beat, it messes up the whole rest of the offensive line. That's the exact same problem that we had with Andre James. Andre James was undersized and not strong enough. And then, when we put in JPJ, he is a very strong lineman. So at center, he does great. He's strong. He can get things done. Um, but Meredith is he's not playing good at center, man. Gunsmoke says BS looks like high school football. Alex is unhappy over here too. What a waste. I'm not too worried about their secondary, but we aren't playing it right. Like I don't know what Chip Kelly sees. Like, is Chip Kelly doing the Josh McDaniels thing where he's like, I have this scheme and in it, we're gonna go with that instead of going with what's most appropriate for the situation. Like, I don't know. 10-yard penalty for holding on Washington. Oh, man. All right. 1st and 20. Oh, come on. Paul Mao dropped, almost intercepted. That sucks. Gunsmoke, are you ahead again somehow? Debo Samuel just bounced off his chest. Paul Mao, for whatever reason, did not pull that down. That's crazy. I know, you did. Yeah, Alex, they are giving us chances and we are not capitalizing. We still got plenty of time to clean it up. Oh, Paul Mao put a huge hit on Debo Samuel. And there's a flag. Why is there a flag on that? Helmet's helmet. I don't know, man. That is a bad call. Yeah, Dom, I don't know what the hell that was about. Was it gimme? 1st and 10. Commanders on their own 38. Screen pass to Debo Samuel. Devin White and Tyree Wilson got that tackle. Killer time to follow. Salute. Yeah, I don't know, man. The thing I do like about that hit was send a message to Debo. You know, you start hitting somebody hard like that, and they start running a little bit different. 2nd and 8. Mariota, another completed pass, 1st down. That's crazy. Killer said from the Bay Area, living in Atlanta. Salute to you, man. Mariota runs for a 1st down, and he's out of bounds. Yeah, Dom, the pass rush is looking horrible, and this offensive line, they did switch out their guards. So you're not playing against the same offensive line that we've been seeing. Luis Baca would follow, salute. But, like, yeah, Gunsmoke, I agree. Washington is being sloppy, and we need to capitalize on it. And I feel like something about Mariota being the run threat that he is making our defensive line play it a little bit different. But I don't know, man. Completed up the middle again. 1st down. Omar, I don't got red zone. I just got the YouTube Sunday ticket. That's it. Outfitters with the follow. Salute. Hot chocolate. Are we playing any defense? Not really, man. I mean, we did get a fumble recovery. Oh, Mal dropped the pick. Max Crosby. That's a sack because Mariota just threw the ball away. That should have just been a fumble, man. He didn't even make a throw. He just dropped it. How is that not a flag? How is that not a flag, bro? That should have been intentional downing. That wasn't even going to be a catchable ball at all. Exactly, Gunsmoke. How is that not grounding? How is that not a fumble? This is crazy, bro. Crazy. What's happening there? Is it timeout? Timeout, Washington. I think they're about to get a delay a game. Yeah, Dom. I don't know how that's not a fumble either. That was crazy. Right? Gunsmoke. He just straight up said nah and dropped it. That's crazy, bro. I guess they're talking about to Pete Carroll about doing substitutions in a way that's slowing down the tempo. Yeah, no, that should have been a fumble or intentional grounding. Alex, don't be putting that in the universe. Don't be putting that in the universe. Max Crosby put pressure again, but they flipped it to running back. Max Crosby just pushes that down. You can tell Max is getting pissed off. Hot chocolate with the follow. Salute. Appreciate it. Third and five. Let's get that stop. Floats it for the end zone and dropped. Stokes had decent coverage on it, but that dude should have came down with that. So we got lucky. Yeah, Crosby's man. Washington trying to say somebody was offsides. Oh, Stokes got a hand in there. Omar with the follow. Salute. Yep, Stokes got a hand on it. All right, fourth and five. They're going to kick a field goal, 37-yard attempt. Dang, I didn't realize they were that close. And the miss. No good. Yeah. Send it. Thanks, Ref. Yeah, they had to give us a break on that one, bro. This is getting too crazy, dude. That was a close one, too. All right. So the Commanders are being very, very sloppy on offense, and we are just kind of giving it to them, man. Finally, we started seeing some good pressure from Max Crosby. There was that stupid intentional grounding fumble play that they didn't call, which pisses me off, especially because I have a parlay that includes Max getting at least a half a sack. So I need that to happen. Dom said Butler has been quiet this season so far after getting paid. I'd have to agree. I mean, he's not looking horrible, but he's not looking quite as good. Part of that is, for one, he's not next to Christian Wilkins, but you know, seen a lot of people praising Thomas Booker, and even though his name isn't getting called, it's not necessarily showing up on the stat sheet. He is playing well, but it's just Malcolm Kuntz, complete silence over there. This is already week 3, and he did have 1 sack in week 1. Tyree Wilson had a sack in week 1, and so did Max Crosby. Jonah Laulu, who somehow hasn't rotated into a starting position, he's he leads the team with 3 sacks. Raider 7528 said Gino has to run. Um, we got to get this run game going somehow. Mario with the follows Lou. We definitely got to get this run game going somehow because if we don't, it's going to be a little bit too obvious with the passes. But man, that pocket is just collapsing on Gino. It's like it seems like every play, it's like in within 2 seconds, it's just crunched down. I'm just gonna keep saying it. I do not like JPJ at center. OBCC with the follow through. Thank you for the heart. Yeah, I mean the defense is not doing a good job of keeping an eye on Mariota. We're not stopping the run very well, and we not having answers for Debo Samuel. And since there's so much focus going on in that, it's leaving Scary Terry open. And that's that they haven't even busted out Hurts yet. All right, 1st and 10. Hand off to Genty. Has nowhere to run, like usual. Rob with follow salute. Serge, thoughts on Gino? Gino is he's not a top 5 quarterback, right? Uh, Gino is the best quarterback that we had available to us at that time. Um, I'd like to see him actually have some success like he did in week 1. Gunsmoke, these runs are dumb. And part of the big issue that we have here is that we cannot get the running game going. And since we have no running game, it's hard to really consistently have a passing game. Oh, pressure on Gino, and he had to throw the ball away towards Michael Mayer. So a big one with the Patriots game, why Geno Smith played so well, is that they were overly concerned about Ashton Genty. And so they stacked the box and they said, beat us with the deep ball. And Geno Smith said, bet. And then the Chargers, they played it a little bit different. They said, all right, let's see you actually run the ball on us. Let's see what that looks like. And we didn't. And since we didn't, now the Commanders, they already know what time it is. And we're not going for passes up the middle. Come on, man. Dante Thornton Jr., Geno Smith tried to force it into Dante Thornton Jr., and the ball got batted up. Dante Thornton Jr. did a good job of fighting for that and deflecting it to the ground. Why are we doing play action with no run game? I don't know. Also, don't know why he forced it in there. I made a video about this the other day, and I talked about it before the game. But the Commanders' defense leaves a wide open hole up the middle for tight ends. We have 2 really good tight ends, and we're not throwing the ball there. Tim with the follow salute. No, this is Patrick. Yes, put JPJ back at center. All right, we punted the ball. Commanders looking like they're getting a really good return. Fuck. We got an injury. Michael Mayer. Michael Mayer made the tackle. He took a real bad hit and he stiffened up like. Did he take a hit to the head? Yeah, he's out for game for sure. They're taking a knee right now. Uh, He hit straight up with his head, which compressed his neck, man. Fuck, dude, they're gonna cart him off. Son of a bitch, dude. That did not look good. Sir, do you think it's a bad decision to get Gino? No, I think that it's a bad decision for us to not do anything for our offensive line. Oh, we used 2 third-round picks for offensive line, and we're not. I don't know. We're not utilizing them. DJ Glaze was a third-round pick. You know what I'm saying? He went straight to starter. He's walking. Wow. Wow. I don't know. That's the way he stiffened up. That did not look good. They need to keep him out for game though. It's Rafa. Yeah, the Raiders they're looking bad. They are. Our offense is looking horrible, and our defense is just trying to hold it together. So they did get a holding penalty, and with the follows. Debo Samuel runs it for a couple yards. There was a scramble like the ball came loose, but I think that he was already down. Yeah. All right, end of the first. I mean, really, besides that opening drive where they got the 70-yard return, um, and then did several runs and got into the end zone, they haven't looked really explosive on offense. Which is good, but they're definitely getting yardage on almost every play. So our defense can only sustain this for so long if our offense cannot keep the ball and get us in the lead. Yo, Moni, yeah, it's still 3-7. Commanders have the ball right now. V, I'm not showing the game, but you get your channel taken down like that. Serge, hoping I can see the Raiders go to Super Bowl on one day. I mean, I'm fortunate enough to have seen the Raiders in the Super Bowl. That was a horrible game, though, against the Bucks. Horrible. I was back when I still used to drink, man. And I got during halftime. I just got so plastered. I don't even remember the second half of the game. Yeah, Gunsmoke, you're right. We so Bowers and Michael Mayer were the key to actually opening up this run game, and it's not working right because Bowers has that knee injury. Michael Mayer's probably out for game, but that middle of the field is wide open. We need to do some slot runs um, and tight end work. The Commanders so far this year have given up their most yards to tight ends, and I think it's because Bauer's knee injury that we're really not shooting for that. But like straight up, like Raiders 7528 said, no touchdown in 5 quarters. Are we really 5 quarters without a touchdown already? I don't like that. Total yards 50. We have 50 total yards with a 45-yard reception by Jacoby Meyer. That's disgusting. Yeah, and then Steven, it's our O line. That's what it comes down to. We got pressure on Mariota, but completed to the tight end Ertz, brought down by Jeremy Chin. Next, just tuning in. What's the current status score? The score is 3-7. Commanders are in the lead. We just started the second quarter. Commanders have the ball at about the 50-yard line. Gunsmoke said, trying to stay positive here. Yeah, it's a little bit rough right now. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, Steven, Brendan Carroll, nepotism baby. He's not doing good with the offensive line at all. All right, Commanders going for the run. He's trying to break one free, man. He got 9 yards out of that, forcing his way backwards. That was disgusting. He's saying line up Genti at receiver at this point. Yeah, he'd probably have better success just giving him little slot runs and shit. Oh man, he's a pretty small running back to be able to just kind of force his way through like that. Anthony, what happened to Mayer? They haven't said exactly. It was on a punt return. He made the tackle, and you can just see he went in head first on the tackle. Commanders get the first down. Why can't they bring him down, bro? They need to really work on tackling. This is disgusting. But yeah, Michael Mayer hit his head. He stiffened up, and it looked really bad. He was able to walk off the field. At first, people were taking a knee. They brought out the cart, but then he walked off the field. But he's probably out for game. Hummer, what's good? One of the model Raiders. High Nation just got home and got the game on. Saw we lost Mayer. Yeah, JPJ is playing, but he's at right guard again, and it's not looking great. Another run by the Commanders. At least they got the tackle this time. Yeah, hot chocolate. We're really struggling to do anything on either side of the ball. You're not wrong. Run some screens or something. Our run defense is looking horrible right now. Gunsmoke said positive vibes. I see a fumble coming. I mean, we already had one of those and we didn't capitalize on it. Alex, Michael Mayer got hurt on the punt return. Where's the hold? Yep, there we go. We got the holding flag. Mariota ran for first down, but they're not going to give it to him. There was a hold. Hummer defense is trying to strip the ball more than tackle, and that leads to really missed tackles. So that was a hold by the right guard. I think it was Booker that got held on that. I don't know, man. That rookie right tackle's been getting beat consistently in the last two games. Max is not doing a super good job against him. Another run by the Commanders. They're going to run the ball 50 times this game, straight up. Mariota 7 for 10 for 66 passing yards. Thank everybody for the double tap. I really appreciate it. Oh, what did I say? Serge, I did not go to a game at the Coliseum. I've actually never been to a Raiders game. I have not, which sucks. In the last couple of seasons, I've been really wanting to go, but the way that this team has been looking, it's like I'm not trying to spend all that money to go watch us lose. Homer said defensive line needs to keep the bend rush so it shows off the hold. Okay, I like that. North Cruz. That's good. Raiders defense can't tackle running backs against the Raiders defense average over 5 yards per carry. Yeah, it's disgusting. All right, dropping back to the pass to Mariota. There was some pressure on him, but we didn't get it. Completed it at tight end, and looks like we got him down short of the first down by about 6 or 7 yards. Smoke said positive vibes. That might have been enough to get him in the field goal range. Gunsmoke said, I've been to a preseason game, but that's it. I haven't even done that. Yep, that put him in the field goal range, 46-yard attempt. And the kick is good. Notice Patrick said, we need to fire Pete's son. He runs the O line and the run game, and they both in last place. Yeah, yeah. Pete's got to wake up and smell the coffee. Who's saying, how's Crosby doing this quarter? So far in the second quarter, not really great. I mean, this defense is looking gassed. Our offense is not keeping the ball for long enough to give the defense proper time to recuperate, and it's looking horrible. Hummer said, I'm 54, seen one game in person. We beat the Broncos that game. And that's legit. And I live closer to Denver than I do to Vegas. But, man, to go into Denver is horrible. I'd rather go to a home. Yeah, Gunsmoke said just down 7. Not that bad. Not that bad. Serge, thoughts on Pete? I like Pete Carroll. Jonathan, thank you for staying alive. Um, I like Pete Carroll a lot. And I don't know if this is a Chip Kelly offensive play calling issue or if we have a Brennan Carroll offensive line running game issue. But like our offense was supposed to be the best part of this team. Saying Crosby became a run defense at some points, which really takes him off of being able to just pin his ears back and go for the quarterback. Uh, right, Tortilla, Gino unable to throw the ball because no one is open or because he's getting closed in on. I think mostly because he's getting closed in on. The coverage from the Commanders really has not been very great over the last 2 weeks. So I don't know, you know, I mean, if we're not going to actually get the run game going, get some throws going. Is it LZ1 or IZ1? I remember you were here last week. But yeah, Gino looks awful, forcing throws. Graceful Chris, what's up, man? Not looking good. Chip Kelly? I'm kind of feeling like it could be Chip Kelly, but oh, come on, Zamir White. He was able to get a touchback. The ball bounced off of him, went into the end zone. That was stupid. But yeah, I mean, because Brennan Carroll, if I don't know, man, if our offensive line and our running game can't get going, then it doesn't matter what play calls are happening if they're not executing, right? David with the follow salute. Yeah, we need some quick hitters or screenplays. Hot chocolate, you're right. We got to get some kind of just quick passes. I'd like to see us pass up the damn middle. Rock Bowers, Jack Bash, send Jacoby Myers on a slant. They are not good at coverage in the middle of the defense. Hey, Gentine stood up after 2 yards rushing. Hummer said we can win this. Remember, our defense always does better second half. Last 2 games, only 3 points on us each second half. That's true. That is true. I agree, man. The money to go watch the Raiders is like insane right now. No name user with the follow. So 2nd and 7. Genty got 3 yards on that one. Whoa! Pressure on Geno Smith. He scrambled out to the right. Completed to Jacoby Myers. Looks like a gain of 6. Dark Star with the follow. Salute. Genty needs to jump cut. I mean, yeah, it's tripping me out. Like Genty, he can't run over defenders the same way he did in college. Like, yeah, he can run over defenders, but they're still going to get tackles, 3rd and 1, and there's a red flag on the field. Now, Marcus with the follow. Salute. So they're challenging if it was a completed pass to Jacoby Myers on the sideline. So what they're trying to determine is if Jacoby Myers' feet were on the line or not. That's crazy. Hussein, nice effort by Geno. There's this thing that keeps happening with Geno Smith that I really, really do not like. Where he's taking not enough steps back, right? Because our offensive line is collapsing on him. And then he's like, he does this. And then he's trying to scramble at that point. I don't like it. I do not like it. Case legit. Did we look better than Monday Night Football at least? Yeah, I'd say we definitely look better than that, but we definitely don't look like how we did against the Patriots. G22 with the follow. Salute. Jimmy said this online is cheeks. Thank you with the follow. Salute. The O line is atrocious. Like it's so atrocious that like you cannot expect to get anything done on offense with this offense at all. Leo Carlos follow to me. Like if your offensive line can't create running lanes, your running back's not going to get yards, even if you have a really good running back. Joseph King would follow salute. Um, Kalea, salute to you. Um, yeah, it's crazy right now, man. Our offensive line cannot create running lanes. Uh, the pass protection is awful. They're not even blitzing, man. Teams have figured out that our offensive line sucks enough that they can rush more. Stays a catch after review. Commanders down to one timeout. Come on, bro. It's Jacoby. Jacoby making a case to get paid. He is really making a case to get paid. Frankie, it's not the Charger game all over, but our offense is struggling to move. They're showing blitz right now, but the middle of the field is wide open. We got 3 receivers on one side. They only rushed 4, man, and they just absolutely crushed us. Completed the Trey Tucker. Let's go. First down. Geno Smith did a really good job of getting out of that pocket, but he did that thing again. Kalea with the follow salute. Watch, look at Geno Smith right here. He does this little thing, and then he runs to the side, and then he completes the throw, and he made an absolute dime to Trey Tucker. But man, I hate that. Homer said, I just hope Pete and crew realize we have to bring more O-line talent. Ashton Genty actually breaking one loose. Runs over a defender. Rush for 15 yards. Let's go. About time. Okay, Hummer, I just hope Pete and crew realize we have to bring in more O-line talent quickly, actually dedicate some serious cash to it. We do. And there's nobody to get right now. Colton Miller opened up that rushing lane. Our only good offensive lineman right now. And then he just straight up runs over defender. Genty stopped at the line of scrimmage again. Raiders full Chris said, nice run by the Deuce. Second and 9. But okay, he's got 7 rushes for 22 yards. And we got to keep feeding them the ball, even if it's not getting going, because it will get going eventually. To Brock Bowers, breaks 2 tackles. Looks like he got 8 yards. There's a flag. Two flags. Darnell with the rose salute. Thank you. What is going on right now? Kalea with the rose. Thank you. Thank you. Jordan Meredith, ineligible receiver downfield. Come on, dude. Ineligible man downfield. I am really not happy with Meredith. And he played great at left guard last year. Oh, JPJ is not in the game. How come I thought JPJ was in the game? I just realized that's Alex Kappa. That's crazy, dude. That was disgusting. Now we're a 2nd and 14. Bowers in motion. Sliding catch by Trey Tucker. What sucks is that Trey Tucker always ends up with the ball and sliding to the ground instead of being able to catch him in stride to where he can actually get some yak. Thanks, Meredith. We almost got something going there. Oof. He barely kept that from hitting the ground, too. All right, 1st and 10. We are on their 24. Hand off to Genty. Gino almost had to do a block. Genty actually got a 1st down. Looked like a rush of about 12 yards. Gino almost laid a block on that one, man, and then he realized maybe I shouldn't do that. Trey Amos, he just tapped him just enough to disrupt that tackle. And that stiff arm. Oh, they still push Gino to the ground. Come on, Gino. This is crazy, bro. Jack Besh is in there. Hand off to Genty again. Looked like a rush of about 3 yards. You're evaluating Michael Mayer for head injury, and that he could end up in concussion protocol. Second and 7. Had plenty of time. Floats one up to Trey Tucker. Touchdown, Raiders! Let's go! Trey Tucker was wide open. Geno Smith, see what happens when he has time to throw the ball? Our offensive line actually showed up on this play. They're only rushing 4 like how they have been. Everybody made their blocks. Trey Tucker, wide open. Give Geno time to throw the ball. Everybody says Geno Smith, awful move. Everybody says Ashton Genty, a bust. Our offensive line, when they actually block, these guys actually play good. Shocker. And the score is 10-10 with 4:20 left in the second quarter. Third says, yes, sir. Hot chocolate throwing it up. Unnamed user with the follow salute, man. It's exciting, bro. Exciting. HP said, go Raiders. Marie with the follow salute. Serge with the Raiders. Richard Navarro. The score is 10-10, 4:20 left in the second quarter. That means it's a tie game, right? That's like 0-0. Mays, who scored? Trey Tucker. Geno Smith to Trey Tucker. Wide open. The offensive line actually showed up, made some blocks. Ashton Genty got actually broke loose on a couple of first down runs for one. And then Geno Smith on that last play actually had a clean pocket, floated one up for Trey Tucker wide open. Beautiful. Beautiful. It'd be nice to see if this offensive line can actually get cleaned up and what this offense can do. Wing Smoke said, all right, wings on the way. What did I miss? Did you catch what I just said or no? Touchdown Raiders, man. It's 10-10. Yeah, Raiders full fist and Tucker for the TD. Serge said nice that they let the defense rest a bit longer. Exactly. Now defense, there's 4:20 left in the quarter. Defense has an opportunity to go get a stop, get us the ball back, and if we can put some more points on the board before the half, we get the ball back. Second half. Richard at work right now. Well, good job on the stream. See you later, Richard. Good to see you, man. Yeah, Gunsmoke. It was a great play, man. Ashton Genty was actually running the ball. Um, the offensive line was actually blocking on that drive. We ended up with let me see. Ashton Genty is up to 9 carries with 36 yards, averaging 4 per carry. Ashton Genty is averaging 4 per carry. Trey Tucker has 45 yards receiving. Jacoby Myers has 51 yards receiving. Brock Bowers only has 6, man, and that sucks. That sucks for a couple reasons, man. I'm gonna lose out because of that. I knew I shouldn't have put up for Brock Bowers, but it's like the way that the center of this defense just gives up plays. Oh, they're showing it now. That's crazy how nobody picked up Trey Tucker on that. Let's go, man. Raiders for Chris get closer than I wanted to be, but we still in this. End around for Debo Samuel. He picked up a couple yards. Jeremy Chin laid a hit on him. Commander's sideline is not happy about that hit. See, and Jeremy Chin used to be a commander. He was a commander last year. Roberto with the share, thank you. Oh, he's still on their feet. He broke that runaway, and he's gonna get a touchdown. Oh, what the? That was disgusting. Fred with the follow salute. I was over here trying to read Homer's chat and looked up, and this dude's just running. We are not tackling properly. There was contact. Oh, man. The score is now 10-17. Well, defense got us the ball back, all right. Shannon Roberts. How did nobody wrap him up? That was disgusting. Huge run. 60-yard run. 60-yard run. Hummer said about Mayer, he was knocked out. That's why his arm was stiff in the air. He will be out through next game because of concussion protocol. Did they say that? I mean, I kind of figured that because that's what it looked like, is a knockout. Chin busted his chin. Oh, bro. Tom says defense is trash. That was disgusting, man. McNichols is not that good of a running back. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had a safety and a linebacker on him, and he broke both those tackles. Gunsmoke, we do have time to respond, and then we get the ball back. Dylan Lobby with the return of the 30. Here's what Chris said, never mind, we might not be in this. What's up, Rob G? How you doing? Dom said people have been praising our defense, and look now. I mean, 17 points in the first half, but like what was pointed out earlier, the last two games in the second half, we've only allowed 3 points in each game. But we need to respond with a touchdown. Gio Smith under center. Trey Tucker in motion. Hand off to Trey Tucker. Looked like a pickup of 4 yards. Hummer said that's why first guy trying to tackle and second guy is supposed to try stripping the ball. Yeah, I mean, we need to just get him to the ground, though. 2nd and 6. Hand off to Genty. Almost to the first down. Looked like he got a pickup of 5 yards. Gunsmoke said that there's enough time to get tied up and then get the ball. Let's do this. Somebody's down with the injury. Gunsmoke said Crosby needs new gloves. His hands are slippery. Oh, man. Hummer, they keep reaching to strip the ball. That's a call to Patrick Graham to tackle first or strip first. I mean, yeah, getting fumbles is great, but when you miss the tackles because of it and they get a 60-yard touchdown, it's like, what's it worth, you know? We did get a fumble earlier, and that didn't really get us anywhere. 2:40 left in the second quarter. We still have 3 timeouts. We have the ball, 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1. Oh, we're looking like an audible. I don't think Dante Thornton Jr. understood. Genty. Oh, come on. They blew it dead and he fell over the first down marker. ET with the follow. Salute. That sucks, man, because they blew the whistle. They blew it dead and then he fell over the first down. There's full Chris. Not impressed so far this season. I was impressed against the Patriots. I liked how we looked. Since then, hasn't looked like that. Crazy, man. That was crazy. It's 4th and 1. We're gonna have to go for it, and I don't like that. If we do not convert on this 4th down, then that puts us in a position where the Commanders could, in less than 4 minutes left in the half, score twice. I don't know. I got a bad feeling. I got a bad feeling, y'all. I don't like it. I do not like that. We're still on their side of the field, right? King Louis with the follow. Salute, salute. Yeah, I don't know, man, because if we go for it, 4th and 1, we do not convert, and we go down by 2 scores, whether it's 10 or 14. That's an awful, awful way to go. He would follow through. King Louis with the Raiders. What's good, man? All right. Gunsmoke said positivity, positivity, positivity. All right, man. All right. I hear you, bro. Homer says that the Patriots have less than average defensive line, and we had JPJ playing. Yeah, not having JPJ in there is really hurting. Um, and not to say that JPJ played absolutely great, but better than Alex Cappa, that's for sure. All right, 2 minutes left. Geno Smith keeps it, gets the first down. Yeah, he got it. All right, there we go. We got a 1st and 10. Geno stepping up in the pocket, throws it towards Dylan Lobby to the ground. Yeah, they couldn't challenge it, right? Couldn't smoke. You can only challenge once per half. Is that correct? Unless you win it, something like that. All right. Geno Smith has pressure on him. It's sacked. He had a chance to throw it. Bobby Wagner had him by the leg, and he just couldn't find anywhere to throw the ball to. Give it to. You should just throw it to Brock Bowers there. Or Lowry could have been like, gimme, gimme, gimme. You know what I'm saying? Like, he could have thrown it on the ground towards Brock Bowers. That puts us to 3rd and 17. Timeout Raiders. Is this like the theme right here? WTF Gino? Gino pointing to his helmet like he can't hear or something? Jonathan Decker, you think Bowers will find the end zone? Possible, but they're not targeting Bowers very much at all. And it shows. 3rd and 17. The handoff to Dylan Lowry. The fuck? Yeah. They were just trying to burn a little bit of time. That way they could punt the ball. They just want to end the half. Cole got hit. Throw that flag. Of course they're not going to throw the flag. It's us. You see on any other game, if you hit the kicker like that, automatic flag. Yeah, Frank. Raiders are stuck in there. They're tired. They look gassed out there. Alex says offensive line is simple, pathetic. OD, what's up with the Raiders? Our offensive line absolutely sucks. Our play calling is questionable at best. Completed up the middle of the field for 9 yards. And the Commanders were able to spike it. So they stopped the clock. 171 yards rushing from the Commanders, bro. That's crazy. 14 seconds. It's 3rd and 1. We absolutely cannot let them get in field goal range. Third and 1. Malcolm Coates with a sack. And they throw a flag. They're going to say it's on us. Face mask. Oh. He grabbed him by the face mask. God damn it, bro. Felipe with the follow salute. Our T-Bone, what's good? 2nd and 8. I mean, 8 seconds left for the second quarter, 1st and 10. That's crazy, bro. Mariota is going to keep it himself. Makes it out of bounds. Dan Quinn got nailed. He's bleeding. Damn. Who pushed Mariota into Quinn? Boom. That was crazy. Coach got shaken up, man. Yeah, Peter, this draft nothing but linemen across the board. Lineman corner, lineman corner. Yeah, Alex, it's sad you just keep watching us play like this. That's for sure. And they're in field goal range. 56-yard attempt. Oh my God. Raiders called a timeout and he missed it. He missed the kick, but we called a timeout to try to throw him off. He's gonna make this kick now. Yeah, yeah, a lot of mistakes. That sucks because now he's gonna make it. I'd be surprised if he misses two in a row. Just and it's good. Oh, he almost missed that one too. And there we go, 20-0. I mean, 20-10. God, look at that rushing yards: 49 Raiders, 171 Commanders. We barely beat them on passing yards by 7 yards. Total yards: 257 for them, 141 for us. Like what? What are we doing, man? What are we doing? Kalea, yeah, like, why even call a timeout, man? I mean, their intention was to throw him off, and then if he makes the first one, then they'll throw him off, and then he misses the second one, man. But this is like ridiculous right now. 20-10. I mean, my score prediction was 27-20 Raiders. We can still make that. We can still absolutely make that. And Smoke said compounding self-inflicted mistakes. Yep. Ian, what's good? Good to see you. Are we glad we drafted a running back? Well, we needed to actually get offensive line help. The part that pisses me off is I feel like in the second round, instead of trading back and getting two offensive linemen in the third round that we're not playing, couldn't we have drafted an offensive lineman in the second round? We don't use Jack Bash anyway. That's what said. Gino not throwing it, and coaches are doing shit all. Bad play calling. We do have time, plenty of time, but it is a two-score game right now, guys. JT Martinez, Raiders turn it around. Sure, yeah. There's time though. There is time. J Dog, we have the worst offensive line in the NFL. No push at all. Yeah, I mean this offensive line is atrocious, and on the couple plays that we actually got some decent blocks, Ashton Gentry ran for two first downs. Geno Smith made a touchdown pass to Trey Tucker, who was wide open because we had time for that. Homer said, hopefully, we're learning to invest in the O line other than 2016, 2001, 2002. We have had bad line for 25 years. Yeah. I'll stop you when you lie. How about that? Homer said, Gruden tried. Remember first round Leatherwood? Leatherwood ain't leather. That's Leatherwood. Alex Leatherwood. Right idea, wrong player. Yeah, Peter. I mean, I agree that this isn't on Ashton and Juno at this point. offensive line is horrible. And then I don't know, man. The timing of the play calls is really throwing me off. It really, really. AC Jetty isn't that good, or maybe offensive scheme isn't working all, but line isn't good. Yeah, when you don't have an offensive line, you can't run the ball. You loser, what's up, man? We should be losing by more points. Why? Because of the way we're playing. Um, Jetty is a good running back. We are not giving him any opportunities at all. I mean, we let Marcus Mariota run in an easy touchdown on us. They're just running the ball down our throat with no pause. Um, Jorge says, I really see no difference from last year on that offensive line. Well, the difference that I'm seeing from last year is that we've shuffled some players around and it's gotten worse. The end of the year last year, our offensive line was actually playing pretty damn good. Alex, we aren't going to see any adjustments in the second half, like always. Against the Patriots, we had good second half adjustments. Against the Chargers, we had none. No, Hummer with the pleather wood. Ian Miller said he tried to forget about Leatherwood. Yeah, dude. I'm telling you, man, like, and JPJ is still out for some reason. I'm not really sure why. But like we got we have JPJ at center and Jordan Meredith at left guard and then Dylan Farnham at right guard. That would be the exact same line that we had last year in the second half of the season. And that second half of the season offensive line performed pretty damn good. So I don't know, man. I'm really thrown on this. Okay, guys, it's halftime, bro, and I've been slamming this monster. I gotta go hit the restroom, man. I'll be back in 1 minute. Right? All right, man. So some of the things that we need to see. What are some of the things we need to see? Oh, let me read these real quick. Genty Hummer said Genty is the best at his style of running. He has to have 2 yards moving forever before hitting a person. Is getting swallowed up behind the line 75% of the time. Yeah, before today, he had more yards after contact than he did having yards, period, which is crazy. And then JC with the follow salute. And it's the same with the passing game, too. He's getting hit in the backfield and then still making something out of nothing. And I missed my chance to skip the ads twice. It's crazy. See how much I puts me behind now. Ian said, trying to forget about the last 30 years, actually, it has not been good as a Raiders fan. Tell you what, man, I've been a fan since 2001. I was 14 years old. 2001, 2002 were like the best years that we had, really. It's been rough. Medicated are really gonna let Marcus beat us. Yeah, we are. Raul Ruiz follow. Our offensive line needs to step up, and we're gonna win this game. That is straight up JR. You are correct. You are absolutely correct. Miguel, 2016 was a good year. That is true, but then the broken leg. Um, when Derek Carr got injured, man, that was crazy. Alex said, "I wish I could be more positive." Yeah, it's really hard to be positive when we had such a horrific loss last week against the Chargers, and then now backup quarterback Marcus Mariota is, they lead by 10 at halftime. It's disgusting. Yeah, Derek Carr was never the same after that injury, man. He never bounced back. That again said, I've been part of the nation since Bo. I'm getting tired of this. It's been a long time. Man. It's been a long time. Emerson JPJ has amazing basics. He has to develop like most linemen, usually year 3. If he can stay healthy. Is that what's happening with the Eagles? They're getting exposed. They're getting annihilated right now. I haven't even looked at anything else. Let's see. Vikings are destroying the Bengals right now. Holy crap, 33-1. Texans and Jaguars at 7-3. Jaguars are up. Colts are beating the Titans. I saw that one coming. Danny Dimes is like making a comeback, which is crazy. Of course, we're getting beat by the Commanders. Rams over the Eagles, huh? 26-7. That is crazy. Let's see. Panthers over Falcons. I'm surprised about that one. Then Steelers and Patriots. Steelers should be winning that game, but they're only up by a touchdown. Packers and Browns 3-0. What is going on there? And they're in the third quarter. Bucks blowing out the Jets. That's crazy. Yeah, medicated. Gino running for his life. Every drop back. Genty has 0 holes. I will stop you with your line. That was exactly it. That is exactly what's happening. Nasty work. Man. That looks disgusting. And I don't want to just keep being like offensive line, but it all starts up front in the trenches, man. And if you're not getting it done in the trenches, then you're in for a really, really bad time. We have the lowest paid O line, and it shows. Jordan with the follow, salute. Bacon with the follow, salute, salute. Ian said, "Is it too early to say that there's always next year?" Yes, it's too early to say that. Too early. Now we can't be too shocked if we lose this game. We can't. The Commanders were in the championship game last year. Yes, they don't have Jaden Daniels, but a well coached team, they're not dependent on one player playing hero ball. You know what I'm saying? Maybe said just beat Kansas City. That's it. Oh, aren't the Chargers playing the Broncos? And then the Chiefs are playing the Colts, man. If the Giants beat the Chiefs, I don't even know what to think, man. Russell Wilson will have another 450-yard passing game. We're going in the start of the third quarter now. Yeah, next year never comes. We need to do it now. A-Rod with the follow. Salute. All right. Commanders kick it off to the Raiders. Amir White brings it to 29. Ian said, we are 3 games in the season. I haven't seen anything from the Raiders this year that makes them look different from the 10 previous seasons. Nothing at all looks different except for the names. Right now, I can't argue that too much, man. Imagine how Aiden O'Connell would be behind this offensive line right now. All right, Raiders have the ball. Ashton Genty picks up about 5, maybe 6 yards. They did exactly what I said they needed to not do was allow the Commanders to get the ball back and score twice in under 4 minutes, and they did. Serge says, let's hope we see something good this half. I agree, man. I agree. It's crazy because JPJ is not inactive. So I'm like, I didn't see anything that said that he was going to sit. 2nd and 4. Whoa. Geno Smith gets rid of it and Brock Bowers catches it. I don't even know if he got a gain or a loss on that. I didn't catch that. Looked like he was trying to throw the ball away and Brock Bowers caught it. That was like a loss of 2 yards. If I can see that the Commanders have holes up the middle, why can't Chip Kelly? They got 6 guys on the line of scrimmage. Geno Smith gets sacked. DJ Glaze got absolutely destroyed on that. They only rushed 4, and they made it seem like they were rushing 6. 4th down. Raiders going to punt. Oh, man. DJ Glaze gave up on that play. That haircut, though. I mean, it's Von Miller, right? The dude has got 130 career sacks. It said most out of every active player. Dom says, I'm gone, guys. Appreciate the stream. I'll be back next week. This game is over. See you later, Dom. Hey, Gino looking like AOC out here. I don't know, man. There's people that walked out on that Bills game, and then they made a crazy comeback. Hot chocolate. Our team seems remedial. Sometimes no longer drives, and the defense has no time to rest. Yeah. Well, having Alex Kappa in, Patrick, you're right, is really actually looking way, way horrible. Last 2 weeks we've had Alex Kappa, and the last 2 weeks we played like dog shit. Alex, did we score a touchdown? Are you funny? You funny. And I don't think that JPJ is that big of a difference maker that it's like, oh, well, now JPJ's in the game and we're going to throw all these deep bombs, But, like, I don't know. If we get an extra 1 or 2 seconds for Dino to actually throw the ball, maybe this whole thing looks completely different. Yeah, Gunsmoke. They don't seem like an NFL team, maybe UFL or college. That's crazy, man. It's literally not even Gino right now, it's the line. Yeah, that line is just like collapsing on almost every single play immediately. We've had extremely limited rushing lanes. At least we've had some. Um, but like we saw on that touchdown at Trey Tucker, how it, we actually had some blocking, and since everybody was able to get their assignment, then wide open, like it's Trey Tucker wide open, easy throw. But if we don't have that, like Gino's just getting rushed and then just making weird decisions. Whoever said on the our right sideline is way outclassed this game. Chip Kelly should be having tight end Chip on Miller almost every play to help. I mean, at this point, it's like we got to tackle for loss about 3 or 4 yards. Roberts. Um, Brock Bowers, if he's going to be in the game, like use him. You know what I'm saying? Good run stop. I push harder than when I'm on the toilet than this O line. Bro, that's funny, dude. All right, 2nd and 12. Completed up the middle, and there's a flag. It looked like a 5 yard pickup. But 10 yard penalty on the Commanders. There was 2 flags on them: illegal hands to the face and a holding. Yo, Mariota's only 9 of 13 for 85 yards. Kyle Blue Kelly, man, jumped on Scary Terry's back, knocked the ball loose. Incomplete pass. I wonder if he gets a PBU for that one. Yeah, Gunsmoke. Effort's not a lost thing for our defense, man. But Ken's the score is 10-20. Commanders are up by 10. Third quarter, it is 3rd and 22 on the Commanders' 9 yard line. And the handoff, better stop the run. Adam Butler, there we go. Looked like a gain of maybe 2-3 yards. Fourth and 18. All right. Well, our defense is showing yet again. We're going to make those second half adjustments. We're going to show up. Offense, on the other hand, so far looking the damn same. Trey Tucker bringing the punt back. He's got space to run. Oh, maybe not. I thought he was going to have space to run. He got stopped at the 35. Hummer, you talking about Caillou Blue Kelly improving every game? This ain't Chip Kelly. That's the damn sure. Gunsmoke said, let's go offense. Let's make something happen. Let's see. Notice as Patrick said, we're for sure drafting O line and defense this year draft. Well, we need O line for sure. It is atrocious. Howard, I'll stop you when you lie. Yeah, see, Patrick, I don't know if it's Pete's son or just this offensive line was already like a questionable offensive line last year, and I just really believed that having a better quarterback and having a better running back was going to make this offensive line look better, right? And it should. It should, because when you have Gardner Minshew, Aiden O'Connell, and Desmond Ritter as your quarterback, and then Zamir White as your running back, it's like, yeah, the offensive line is going to get a whole lot of shit. It's going to look horrible. But now it's like, oh, we got Gino. Oh, we got Ashton Genty. And the offensive line still looks like shit. And it's like, huh, was it the offensive line last year that also made this team look worse than it should have? Yeah, is it Kika? Is that how you say it? The line does look worse this year. Dreaming, what's the score? 10 to 20, third quarter. What? Smoke, I am not putting that up on. Oh my God, that's crazy. Getting bored of the commercials. That shit was hilarious, though. I'm not putting it on the screen, though. Yeah, we absolutely need a touchdown on this drive. Oh, here we go. Brock Bowers only has 2 catches. Disgusting. One of them was for minus 2 yards. Geno Smith taking way too long to throw. You better run, bro. Throws the ball out of bounds. That was disgusting. What is Gino doing? Is it really that there's nobody open at all? Michael Mayer does have a concussion. Homer said QB only does so much. Look at Tom Chuck Brady and Patricia Mahomes. When their O line is hurt, is when they would lose. Even with amazing tight end, amazing receivers, amazing running back. Handoff to Genty, gets hit in the backfield, and he stays on his feet, but after getting hit by 50 commanders, they blow the play dead. They ran it straight into a blitz. That's pretty impressive that Ashton Genty stayed on his feet from that first hit. Gets hit by 2 commanders. Took the third and the fourth one to bring him down. Third and 12. There we go. Oh, come on, bro. Scrambling to the right, throws it low to Zamir White. Incomplete. Troublemaker trunks. It's so hard being a Raiders fan. Yeah. Fourth and 12. Yeah, Gunsmoke. Our offense is absolutely getting blown up. Like, not even close to having a chance. Like either I'm stupid or I don't know, man. Bobby, what do you think? 10-7 still? I said 9-8. There's a flag. It better be on the Commanders because they're taking it all the way on the punt return for a touchdown. That better be on the Commanders, bro. They're saying that it's going against the Raiders. That's got to be a hold, bro. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Raiders. Darian Porter went out of bounds and stayed out of bounds. That's disgusting. Yep, Gunsmoke, we are absolutely ass. Score is 27-10 if they kick this pat. 27-10. 27-10. So our special teams is looking like trash as well, man. They had a 70-yard kick return to start the game, which led to an easy touchdown. Then we have a 90-yard punt return taken all the way for a TD, man. Notice as Patrick said, some people getting fired. Ralph Luna with the follow. Salute. Yeah, Gino's not to blame for a punt return touchdown. Chip his buns, flying his buns. It's just Mike can't get the run game going, and three are in the backfield before Genty gets the handoff. Ralph Luna with the rose. Thank you. Appreciate it. Rock, bring back DC. I wonder if he ever got that surgery. Let's face it, Derek Carr wouldn't be doing any good in this situation either. Yeah, Ferns, Chip Kelly is the highest paid offensive coordinator in the NFL. No, this is Patrick said, watch us get destroyed by the Bears next week, too. It's hard to have any positivity right now, man. Michael, what's up, man? The Raiders are looking terrible. I expected them to run up the score against the Washington older defense. They're daring the Raiders to pass, and they can't do a thing. Well, it's disgusting because, all right, either I am stupid or Chip Kelly is stupid, right? Because the last two games that the Commanders played against the Packers and against the Giants, I noticed a common theme is that right in the middle of the field, about between 7 to 15 yards up, it's wide open. Maybe 7 to 12. It's wide open on every single play. And that's where the Packers ate. We should be hitting Brock Bowers over and over and over. If we're going to have Brock Bowers in the game, use him. If not, let him rest. Dylan Lowby coming with the kick return. Didn't get a single block for him. Nailed at the 19-yard line. Not a single block. Who's teaching our team how to block? Good spoke. My wings are almost here. What? Now you have something to be positive about, right? Yeah, special teams plan like shit. Edward with follow salute. Tyrone, I feel bad for Bowers, Janty, and Crosby. I feel bad for the nation, bro. They need to put a legit product on the field. Geno Smith can't make a throw again. Goes to scramble, gets tackled, is sacked because he was 1 yard short of the line of scrimmage. I want to see a bigger view of this, bro, because how does he not have a single person open? Gets pressured immediately. Just a four-man rush. So what happened was the Chargers fucking exposed us, right? The Chargers showed that if you do a four-man rush, our offensive line can't do shit. Completed to Trey Tucker for 2 yards. If you do a four-man rush, our offensive line cannot stop them. Then you can drop 7, absolutely cover everybody, and then Geno Smith isn't going to have anything to do every single play. Every single friggin' play. Michael, if Geno gets some blocks, he can get some things done. But I thought our offensive line was better in Seattle's, but I'm not so sure about that. Sacked it. Oh, Geno got away. At least he got away. Completed to Jack Best for the first down. Geno rolled out to left. I thought he got sacked. He rolled out to left. Jack Best did a great job of getting right on the first down marker. Catches it, keeps his toes in. Okay, yeah, that whole line got to go. Yeah, we celebrate first downs. It was a bad season. Genty gets hit in the backfield immediately. Colton Miller got destroyed on that. Yeah, Hummer, no blocking, kick return, pass play, running play. We must be on a block-free diet. Jack Best did a great job of spotting that, man. Second and 13. Ashton Genty rolls to left. Who got beat on that? What the? That looked like that dude wasn't even blocked. Bobby Wagner goes in untouched. Geno's sacked. Yeah, this O line is terrifying. This Dylan Parham watch. Dylan Parham, what are you doing? They need to bench Dylan Parham right damn now. This is bullshit. He wasn't even blocking anybody else. Just looking around all stupid. Zamir White gets a decent run of that. But it was 3rd and 24. We're running the damn ball. Yeah, Hummer. I mean, receivers tripping on each other, offensive linemen missing assignments, missing blocks altogether. Do we really believe in this team, people? I'm starting not to, man. I am starting not to. Yeah, nobody touched Bobby Wagner at all. That was Dylan Parham's guy. Dylan Parham stepped to his left, didn't even help double team. Did not even help double team anybody. He was just there like, oh. Yo, man, I'm fucking pissed right now. What? Troublemaker. Do we even practice? Or what do we practice? Kika. So 2 weeks in a row, number 66, Parham, has openly let people go right through. And motherfucker got parlays against us. Yo, man. Yeah, I'm losing my shit. Because my shit depends on Brock Bowers actually getting yards. He's not. Yeah, only reason that Zamir had those yards is defense played soft since it's 3 and 24. You're not wrong. I lived through Jamarcus Russell. Listen, left me. Be ready. I'll stop you with the lie. John, I love my Raiders, but they're driving me crazy. Surge, still a chance. Dude, at this point, man, the way that we're playing, I thought, okay, if we come into the second half, made some adjustments, actually do something, I think that they need to bring in one of our offensive linemen that's on the bench, straight up. I don't know that it could get worse. Troublemaker, turn off the game. We need to vet. Sarah, my mental health is declining. I know, man. There's some drunk Raiders fans today, I bet. Not me, though. Haven't had a drink in 14 years. Hummer, other than playing good offense, defense, or special teams, we're doing great. Oh, yeah. Chewy. Bro, this is disgusting. This is absolutely disgusting. But, everybody's going to blame Gino. Everybody's going to blame Genti. But this offensive line is trash. Michael said it's crazy. Wagner and Miller were in their prime 12 years ago. Commanders just running all over the place. Crosby got the tackle. They played each other in the Super Bowl. Now they're on the same team as old men, making them look bad. Bro, Michael, yeah. Trouble said, I need a hug, gang. Sarah said, well, since 1975, I'm not going anywhere. I do pray in my lifetime. They make it to the Super Bowl. Dream. So, Alex, JPJ is not even in the game. Play action, going for a deep pass, wide open, of course. Harry Blue Kelly wraps him up. He said it's a touchdown. I thought the ball came loose. And here we are making Marcus Mariota look like a fucking good quarterback. Yeah, as soon as they said James Daniels is out, I was like, oh, fuck, man. I don't know about all this, dude, because we've been losing to backup quarterbacks, man. We stay losing to backup quarterbacks. Yep, it's Andy Dalton all over again. It's what's his name? Tyson Bajan. His knee is down, so no touchdown. Consolation prize. He's down on the 1 yard line. Woo-hoo. Jeremiah said just turn my TV off after that shit. Ah, they're spotting him at the 1 yard line. First and goal. Was that Paul Mao that gave up that shit again? Yeah, but they've been running the ball on us all day, so. Oh, no, we got the stop. Crazy. Second and goal. Mariota's keeping it, and he gets smashed. Got the stop again. Look at all that gray hair Mariota's got. That dude's almost my age. No, this is Patrick said, bro, we losing the unk right now. This is crazy, bro. Third and goal. Touchdown, Commanders. Yeah, this game's over, y'all. Making this dude look like an all-pro running back. Come on, coach, put it in Jamarcus Russell. Yeah, Danny, this is disgusting. Serves the nation does deserve better. Yeah, yeah, the Raiders need to come up with 3 touchdowns in 15 minutes. Oh, we got more than 15, but not really. Caillou Blue got beat on that one. Well, Paul Mao didn't help him out either. Oh man, this is crazy, dude. Siege with the follow salute. Yeah, Shane, all lines just taking us out of games. It's you cannot do anything without an offensive line. Trey Tucker on the kick return instead of Zamir White got up to the 30. They ruined my day, bro. Yeah, I mean, fuck, dude. I don't know how he don't see the problem with the O line. Yeah, I'm just not sure if it's like that he can't put the blame on his son, or if it's like that he knows that he doesn't have any other options, and so the only thing we can do is go forward with that line. But we need to at least move some people or something. Gino throws it to Dante Thornton Jr., but it's batted down by Lattimore. He almost had it. Yeah, JPJ's got to play in the game to go back to center, though. Ashton Genty going for the run, and he breaks through a hole. Big run for Genty. What'd they say, 17? Michael, I mean, yeah, I get why you see, like, why bring somebody in that can't change the game. Really, Geno Smith was the best one that we could bring in. LV with the follow salute. But really, I don't blame this on Geno. You saw Geno against the Patriots. He had a great game. Ashton Genty with another run goes into a pile, picks up, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4. I want to call it 3, but there's a flag out. Flag on the offense, illegal shift. No, James Daniels is not playing. So Trey Tucker was not set. We got penalty, 1st and 15. Illegal shift. Yes, that's this O-line experiment has to change, and that's exactly what they're doing is an experiment. Ashton Genty got stuffed, maybe 1 yard gain. Yeah, Pete Carroll don't look happy. Edward, I don't know what you're saying, bro, but it looks a little sus. Geno Smith with the throw to the outside. Jacoby Myers, the only receiver that can make a catch on this team, completed. Looks like 2 yards short of the first down. Lattimore is hurt. Troublemaker, sad Monday incoming. Yeah. It's like they don't care if time runs out on all these small plays. I don't think that we got much of a choice at this point, man. We don't have time to throw it. Our offensive line can't stop shit. Ray knows what I'm talking about. 3rd and 2. Handoff to Zamir White. He looks to be about a yard short. 4th and 1. Why is Ashton Genty not on a 3rd and 2 run and we give it to Zamir White? We're going for it. QB sneak incoming. Geno got the first down. Geno got a 2 yard gain on that. Yeah, both of our lines are getting embarrassed right now. It's disgusting. Sarah Pete Carroll's gum chewing and tossing has been the team's highlights. So, I don't think the Raiders could be worse. They were worse last year. Not by a whole lot at this point, man. End of the third quarter, 10-34. It is crazy, bro. Michael, I wonder if Wilkins could have changed this. He could have changed the defensive line for sure. Not a doubt in my mind that Wilkins is better than Booker. But Wilkins ain't doing shit for the offensive line. Serge, thoughts on AP? I don't know, man. AP trying to grab at whatever he can get in life right now, making some sideways comments about Tom Brady. But really, I feel like that conversation was taken out of context. Really, what ended up happening, and I didn't make a video about this because I don't like that clickbait shit. But what it comes down to is that if you listen to the audio, and Sanjit did a good video about it, but I feel like he kind of missed it. Where what AP was talking about was some shit that happened last year when Tom Brady wasn't sitting in those what are those meetings called, man? I can't even think of it right now. So yeah, if Tom Brady's giving them any feedback, like it wasn't like he's giving this inside information or some weird shit. And the way that AP said it made it kind of sound like that, but AP is grasping at straws right now. If you see him over there with the damn Chiefs, you know, you see him just doing some stupid shit because he's grasping at whatever he can. Straight up, AP was a fucking punk. Rich, they're not using play action. That's what they need. Well, they were doing a lot of play action in the first half, and it's hard to do play action when you're not actually running the ball. All right, 1st and 10. Geno Smith with a deep pass to Jacoby Myers. Oh, and he gets nailed. Incomplete. I don't know, man. I felt like that hit happened before the ball got there. I'm not even going to try to say that safety's name, bro. Lulu, offensive coordinator, is doing a horrible job, but I don't know, man. I'm still leaning towards the offensive line being to blame for what's happening. Ashton Genty got blown up in the backfield, but stays on his feet. Ends up getting gain of 2 yards. He probably got hit 5 or 6 yards behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 9. Chip Kelly looks so defeated, man. Washington timeout. Crazy, bro. Monty the Barber with the follow salute. Hummer said that safety's name was looking like Mr. Bojangles. Yo. 3rd and 9. Completed the Trey Tucker first down and a little bit more. Yeah, with 14 minutes left to go, we're just padding stats at this point. I just think it's crazy that Bowers is in the game, but we're not targeting him at all. Sit him, sit Bowers. Why is he in the game? Let him rest his knee. Geno Smith in the middle to Brock Bowers. Exactly where I said to put the ball the whole game. Right in the middle. Those dudes cannot cover. Their linebackers do not cover with a crap. It's not happening till the fourth quarter, though. First and 10 on the 10-yard line. First and goal. Dumps into Trey Tucker for the touchdown, Raiders. Chip Kelly has on a fitted hat, not a visor, and that's the problem. Yeah, I know, Prodigy. It's late. I can still be happy that we got a touchdown. Better than no touchdowns. Tanner Jack. Well, usually I'm done watching the Raiders by the fourth game every year. Damn. I watch anyway, and it sucks. Going for two. Ashton Genty. Looks like he got stopped. Ashton Genty got stopped. Gunsmoke a little late, but there's something. At least something, man. Blackheart says Vegas is cursed. Yeah, I don't know, man. Ooh, we need to try to put a decent product in the field is what we need to do. So, damn, bro. Four, 16. That's a three-score game still. Let's see. Martinez, they can't run the ball anymore. We need fast turnaround. Jason said linemen need urgent help. Pick six incoming. Trouble? Hope so. 2-3 play touchdowns and defense can get the ball, but it won't happen. I'll keep paying it. Got to get a turnover, or else it's just not even worth having your starters out there. But if we can't get a takeaway on the first series, it's like, what are we doing? Looks like Eagles are making a comeback. Crazy. Cat Daddy said, screw Geno Smith. Dude is a lamb. I mean, we saw in that game against the Patriots, we had some decent pass blocking. Not great, but decent. He did really good. You put him against teams that know how to rush four and cover seven, they figured him out. Chargers exposed Geno Smith. No, they exposed our offensive line, is what they really did. And Geno Smith has nobody to pass to because they're covered by seven people. Moose, I'll stop you when you lie. Well, okay, if it weren't for the fact that that dude tripped while returning that ball, he's probably taking it for a touchdown. Gunsmoke said it's a tie between Geno and AOC for you. I think Aiden O'Connell had a couple of good games, and some of us got pretty excited. I've never been a guy that thought AOC's like the starter and solution, but I wanted to see him start last year over Minshew because I wanted to get a good evaluation on what we actually had with O'Connell. And we got a half-assed evaluation out of him every year, you know? All right. Commanders run the ball, but it stopped with a 1 yard gain. We should have gotten Shador. Shador Sanders isn't even a starter on the Browns. So I don't know, man. And Archie has had one good game. So, Steve, is that a picture of Tom, bro? That's crazy. Yo, 2nd and 9. Screen pass. Pulled out of bounds by Landon Roberts. Start Cam Miller. Nope. He's not even on our active roster. He's on the practice squad. Tom Brady suiting up. Rock out. You're not wrong, bro. If we beat the Bears, we'll beat 2-2. Patrick, the Bears are looking like hot garbage. So that's really a big one for us, man. If we can't beat the Bears, pack it up. First down, Commanders. Yeah, Hummer. AOC can't scramble. He needs O line more than Gino and Carr. That is facts. Cat Daddy, what are you talking about? It all started with Brady's stupid announcement. What announcement? It's flag football thing? Yeah, I don't know that we could even trade for an offensive line right now. I don't know. There's a flag out on the run. Stop at the line of scrimmage. JC saying that, yeah, I don't think we're beating Chicago. Is that JC or Jace? Illegal shift on the offense, but we declined it. 2nd down. 2nd and 9. Oh, I get it. Elmer said Cat Daddy's onto something. Our O line is ready for flag football. No. 2nd and 9, short pass, tied up by Paul Mao. Looked like a gain of 5. 3rd down. Raiders are a high school team, but I still love them. JC, yeah, and it's rough. Gunsmoke, you're not wrong. We need something big. We need a takeaway. Because right now the clock is going, and they're dinking and dunking and getting first downs. Quincy J with the follow salute. Crosby got the wrong guy. Yeah, Spike take me to fire Pete's son. Commanders got another first down. Crosby thought Mariota still had the ball. Another run. That looked like a first down. Disgusting. Yeah, JC. They're just gonna run, and our defense is gassed, like Gunsmoke said. What are we gonna do? They got 200 rushing yards on us. 200 rushing yards. It's disgusting. Offensive line sucks. Our run stopping game sucks. Mariota sells the ball. Sacked by Crosby. Mariota tried to keep it, but then he didn't get back to the line of scrimmage. It seems like you can't even celebrate a sack by Crosby. And it's like, oh, okay. Whatever. Benji, look up Carlos Luna. Carlos Luna. What's the score? 16-34, fourth quarter. Max Crosby gets the tackle on that one, stops him at the line of scrimmage. They're just gonna run the ball, run the ball, run the ball, man. That's what they've been doing all damn game. And then boom, they open it up for a big pass. Trey Amos, questionable. Scary Terry, quad injury, questionable. Marshawn Lattimore, concussion, questionable. They don't need to bring any of those players back in the game. Debo Samuel's not even out there. This is embarrassing. They got all their second string out there. How is that not intentional grounding? He threw it way downfield to nobody. I have fallen. I feel like we're 10 times worse this year. What's wrong with this team? Yeah, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. We made a lot of proper improvements. Intentional grounding, fourth down. Yeah, Hummer. I mean, Max can only smile because it's like, okay, cool, I got a sack, and that's about it. Benji, the score is 16-34. Commanders are up. 6:55 left in the fourth quarter. Commanders are punting it right now. What's up, Raiders, Greg? What you doing, man? Raider Aaron, all we did was add to the disaster. We just changed names in the disaster. AD and AZ made it back this year. What's good, man? All right, Commanders punt. Cameraman lost the ball. Looked like they got it about the 7 yard line. AD and AZ said, "What's up, old friend? Just got home from work. How bad is it? It's horrible." 16-34. Our offensive line is absolute dog water. I mean, our defense is so gassed they can't stop the run. They haven't stopped the run to begin with, man. Hey, we missed you too, bro. Glad you made it back. Yeah, I mean, Hummer, the fact that we didn't do anything to the O line is hurting us, but that shouldn't change the fact that we can't stop the run. We got a rookie running back. I don't even know where this guy was drafted. He wasn't even a name that I knew was a rookie. What's this dude's name? Jeremy McNichols? Oh no, this guy isn't a rookie. It's Samuel's rookie. This guy's 29. But yeah, they got. I mean, people are gonna rush the ball on this team, man. Corey Cross, 27 yards, averaging 3.9. Chris Rodriguez, 36 yards, averaging 4.0. Marcus Mariota, 40 yards, 6.7 on the average. Jeremy McNichols, 78 yards rushing, average of 19.5. Disgusting, man. Whoa, Royal, follow, salute. I don't know, man. This whole thing nasty. Gunsmoke Sims complete disaster, but it's still Raider Nation for life. So Gunsmoke says O line is our first issue. Second biggest issue is Gino. Yeah, and that's that we keep putting tight ends to block, we keep putting receivers, running backs to block, and they're rushing four. Gino scrambling to the right, nothing's open. Why did he give up on that? The guy that was on Bowers fell down. He absolutely gave up on that. That was disgusting, man. AD and AZ said, I bleed silver and black, homie. You know this. Yes, sir. I wish they would show that again, man. Bowers was wide open. His guy fell down, and Geno Smith just gave up on that play. Completed to Trey Tucker for the first down on the 22-yard line. It's a gain of about 15. Homer said the fact that we added Kappa and coaches, we're proud of that. Shake my head. Moneyball team just sell tickets and jerseys. All they care about. Oh, they'd make more if they'd actually win. Looks like completed to Dante Thornton Jr. Finally, that's another spot I'm going to miss my parlay. So we got another first down. That was a completion of about 20 yards. Dante Thornton Jr., I think I need him to get 8 more yards. Geno Smith throwing to the right side, way over Trey Tucker's head. Yet again, Brock Bowers was wide open. Raiders 5-6-2 with the follows. Ooh. Yeah, we need to get down there and score a touchdown fast if we even want to consider being in this game. But I don't think that we're considering being in the game anymore. Yeah, Eagles comeback is real. Ours is not. We're over here just going to make this game look like it was closer than it actually was. They rushed it, but Dante Thornton got it underneath. First down. Oh, he's a little limpy on that one. Oh, short a yard? Come on, man. He had that. 31. Dylan Lowby got blown up. The run just absolutely got stuffed. Reeves just came in and laid a huge hit on Dylan Lowby. Why was Ashton Genty not the guy on that? They just don't want to risk it. 4th and 1, Dylan Lowby. Turnover on downs. Oh, yo, Leandro Vargas, the score is 16-38. Raiders just got a turnover on down. Gunsmoke. Nothing will surprise me anymore. What are we doing running Dylan Laube on 31 and 4th and 1? Back to back. That's crazy, man. That is crazy. Commanders take over on their own 49-yard line. Handoff. Butler wrapped them up. That looked like a loss of 2 yards. The Raiders use a timeout. Yeah, how do we get smoked by Washington with a backup quarterback? Well, we did barely lose to LA, and that was an awful looking game. We played absolutely horrible in that game. We still barely lost to them. We were still in that game like the whole game. We just looked like trash. Yeah, Hummer. I mean, it's been since Derek Carr. We haven't been a comeback team since then. Oh, man. Max Crosby with the sack. It's the backup curse. We always lose to the backups. Yeah, I had a whole list of like the backups that we've lost to. Michael Converse with the follow salute. He dove over the running back. Nobody blocked Max Crosby somehow, but Max Crosby took advantage of it at least. Ashawn Harvey with the follow salute. However, I feel like this could be our year. I mean, unless we make corrections on our offensive line and boom, blown up in the backfield, Devin White. Looked like Max Crosby, Devin White on that one. But man, like, unless we make some really big adjustments on our offensive line and our play calling, which makes me wonder, is our play calling making our offensive line look worse? You think that's the curse from when DC4 broke his leg? Whether they have a backup or we have one, it's an L. I don't know. Last year we had nothing but backup QBs. All right. Well, defense actually showed up and got a stop, but it's too little, too late. Trey Tucker got all but 2 yards on that punt return. He's slow to get up. They've sacked Gino 5 times. And this defensive line is good. And they have good linebackers. And I was worried about that in this game, but I figured that we were going to go ahead and do short, quick throws, boom, boom, boom up the middle. But apparently Chip Kelly is blind and didn't watch the tape or something. Gino drops back, throw to Brock Bowers, completed, first down, and a little bit more. Look about 15 yards. It's like, what, you got to wait until the fourth quarter when garbage time to target Bowers? Yeah, JC, horrible play calling on game until you start losing by 25. Okay, dump off pass to Zamir White, who got tripped up, 5 yard gain. There was pressure on Gino on that too. Yeah, Gunsmoke Tucker, he puts in his all, man. I believe in that guy, but they said he was maybe going to be the next Cheetah. He's not, man. He's good, but he's not Cheetah. Deep pass, wide open. Trey Tucker, touchdown, Raiders. That was pretty good. A little too late. Yeah, I'm still gonna be happy though, man. That's all I got. Beautiful. AD and AZ. Yeah, Gunsmoke, where was that all fucking game? AD and AZ said, "What's the score?" Uh, right now it's 20-34. I assume we're gonna go for two. 22-34. My bad. Crystal, thanks for sharing the live. Converted for 2 points. Brock Bowers. The score is 24-34. 3:42 left in the game. Yeah, Tucker do be doing things for us though. AD Albert with the follow salute. Yeah, I think JC, we lost unless we get a takeaway and a quick takeaway. Jackson Powers Johnson is wearing a helmet, but he hasn't been in the game. Gunsmoke, at least it was fun at the end. Yeah. Kalea with the repost. Thank you. We have no timeouts. That's rough. That's rough. Who was it? Was it Gunsmoke that was calling for a pick six earlier? If we get a first throw pick six, we're back in this game. But besides that, man, this is rough. It's kind of a little too late. Not to mention that Commanders sat their starters on offense last drive. Oh, we're going for an onside kick. I can't say that I agree with that call. No, man. Yeah, I don't know about that onside kick. Things look dark for us, Jen's not gonna lie. In this game or in this season, or both? The answer is yes to your question. Yes. Handoff, Porter with the tackle looked like a gain of 4. Yeah, they're not gonna throw the ball, they're gonna run it, so it needs to be a fumble, right? We're gonna get a takeaway in general at this point. Yeah, man. JC, I wish it was 8 minutes on the clock. Yeah, it actually gave us a chance. Marcus Mariota threw for 164 yards, 40 yards rushing. It's kind of disgusting. Raul wrapped him up behind the line of scrimmage. Looks like a loss of 1. Mariota didn't torch us. The running backs torched us. What? Mariota, he played a decent game, man. But their special teams and their running backs is really what's been the major problem. He did have a rushing TD, so I guess we could give it to Mariota. Then Smoke calling for a fumble, fumble, fumble. 36. Yeah, they're milking the crap out of that clock. Washington timeout, 2:11 left, 3rd and 6. QB's out in week 3. Daniels, Burrow, McCarthy, Fields, and Purdy. Crazy. Can't believe the Eagles came back from that, man. That's the difference between them and us, I guess, right? Yeah, poverty. See a botch snap. How about that? 3rd and 6. Got to get a stop. They're going for a pass, wide open up the middle, and a fucking touchdown, dude. What the? Luke McCaffrey, wide open. What the fuck was that? Who missed that coverage? Gunsmoke said we some stupid motherfuckers. How was there nobody anywhere near him? There was nobody anywhere near him. I thought that we were gonna go and like make some corrections after that loss against the Chargers. Who's Crosby yelling at? Show us who he's yelling at, bro. Tara with the follow salute. Yeah, Raiders need to do better. This is disgusting, man. Can we just end the game, please? JC, I'll stop you when you wrong, bro. Well, I'll be bringing the return back. Gets to 30. Gunsmoke said, damn, this is a wake up. We aren't on the NFL level. Seeing if they had Jaden Daniels, I wouldn't be feeling so bad about this game. But the fact that they're playing with Marcus Mariota, that's absolutely disgusting to me, because this Commanders team is good, right? To start the season, the way that I said it in like my prediction video was, I said that we're going to beat the Patriots, which we did, and I said that we're going to split it with the Chargers, and I didn't know which game it was going to be, if it was going to be the first one or the second one that we win, that we were going to win one of those. And then with the Commanders, I said if the Commanders look the same way that they did last year, that's going to be a hell of a game, and I don't know that we're going to get a W out. Forget folks that a QB that we had and did shit for us is whooping us. Yeah, crazy, dude. You loser said we ain't splitting anything. Well, the Chargers looked a lot better than what I thought they would, but towards the end of the year, they always kind of turned into trash. So unless they stop that cycle, you know, and I still think we'll split it. But I don't know if I can say that with confidence right now, man, because the way that we're playing is garbage, absolute garbage. Um, I can't even start to make excuses for this team, man. Philly won that shit? No way, man. That is crazy. That is crazy. Seeing that they got the proper stops, we did not. I mean, those last two scores, simply just disgusting coverage. It turned into huge receptions. The one with Scary Terry, he was just down on the one. Pete Carroll gets to feel what it's like to be a Raider finally. Harper said he's getting baptized in about 45 minutes. So personal day is great. Hope y'all can enjoy the rest of the day. You too, Harper. Congratulations, man. Good stuff. You loser, special teams is garbage too. No, all three phases of the game is trash. We can't stop the run. We're giving up big passes. Our O line sucks. We can't run the ball. Zamir White just ran it for 3 yards. It's crazy, man. I mean, do we even have a positional group that we have a lot of confidence in? Our wide receivers are pretty good, but if you can't get the ball to them, then what does it matter? Both our tight ends are injured. 3rd and 2. Hand off to Samir White on 3rd and 2 for some reason. Gets 1 yard. Eagles got a block last second and did a scoop and score. Yeah, Gunsmoke, this is and I don't understand either, man. I mean, we didn't make proper moves for our offensive line, but I felt like we improved in a lot of areas, and that's absolutely disgusting, man. Well, that was absolutely disgusting, you guys. Man, that's crazy. So we outpassed Mariota, right? Geno Smith passed for 289 yards. He was 19 for 29, average of 10 with 3 touchdowns and 0 interceptions with a rating of 132.7. Marcus Mariota was 15 to 21, 207 passing yards, 9.9 average, 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions with a 118. They outran the shit out of us. Asher Genty, 63 yards, rushing 17 carries. So 3.7 average, no touchdowns. Ash Genty got to have a pretty damn good game. But he struggled every bit of the way on all of those. And then Zamir White had 19 rushing yards. And then we had 5, 4, and 2. If you look at the Commanders' rushing yards, 78, 40, 39, 26, and 18. crazy with 3 touchdowns. Trey Tucker had 145 yards receiving today. Absolute game for Trey Tucker with 3 touchdowns, along of 61. Then Jacoby Myers had 63 yards receiving. Brock Bowers had 38. Dante Thornton Jr. had 29. Jack Best had 10. And for them, like their receiving wasn't great. It wasn't like it was all their run. It was their run. That was it. Max Crosby is only credited with 1 sack. Weird. There should have been 2 sacks. What happened there? Did they call it a tackle for loss because it was like a designed run play? Is that what happened? I don't know. It's crazy, dude. Crazy. They gave it a tackle for loss. He was going forward, but it didn't matter. They stopped him behind the line of scrimmage, and it was a quarterback. It should be a sack, right? Hot Tub Chronicles said something is off, and it's not coaching. You know, I can't really put my finger on it, right? Because our play calling on offense is sucks. Our offensive line is trash, and our our defense, like we're getting absolutely destroyed on the run, and we're giving up big plays in our secondary. And even though it's only 1 or 2 big plays per game, we're looking at like 2 big plays per game. It's like, what? When we're getting beat for those kind of big plays, those are difference makers. Those are big difference makers. Now, look, man, I've been on for 3.5 hours. It's been horrible most of the time. You guys have been great. Been really happy to spend the game watching it with you guys. I'll be putting out some videos about being pissed off about this Raiders team. Jesse said this team doesn't even look like a regular season caliber team. No, we do not. Hummer said Pete can fix this team, guys. He is good at that. We need O line and wide receiver 1 next year, and this offense will scream. Look how Chargers did it from 2 years ago. We also need secondary help. So I, I'd like us to focus on offensive line, corner. Offensive line, corner. That's what we need. Yeah, I'll be putting out a video in the next couple of days with, just being pissed off about our team, man. Um, I'm gonna try to go live at some point this week. It's hard right now working 2 jobs. My kids are in volleyball, jiu-jitsu. Um, I got a busy life, man. So I'm gonna try to go live before next weekend. I will definitely be here for the watch party. We got the Bears next, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I think we got the Bears. Yeah, we got the Bears next week. Um, in the afternoon game. I'll be here for you guys. I make that commitment to you guys. I'm going to be here every week for the watch party. The only reasons I won't be here, man, is if 1, if I'm at a game, or 2, if there's something very important for my kids going on, because I got to show up for that first. It is what it is, man. But really, that's it for me for today, man. I'm just feeling defeated, bro. Feeling defeated. All right, nation. Like always, I love you guys. Catch you on the next one, all right?